This video is for sellers, and the topic is the dangers of overpricing your home. So, a lot of people have the idea that you should put your house on the market, float it out there at a high price, and if you don't get any buyers, you can always reduce it. Well, that's not untrue, but it's probably not the most effective way of getting the highest net proceeds, which as a seller is your goal. So the first problem with overpricing your house, especially if it's egregiously overpriced, is that the buyers who come to see it are the wrong buyers. So think about this. If you have a buyer who's looking in the $900,000 range and your home is priced at $900,000, but really it should probably be priced at $800,000 or $775,000. When that buyer comes into your house, they're seeing a house that maybe isn't really much of a step above where they're currently living. So while yes, that buyer could offer you less money, the point is that buyer is not interested in your property at any price. It's not the level of home, house, property, neighborhood that they're looking for. So you're bringing someone in who at any price really isn't going to be interested in buying it. So don't bring in the wrong buyers. The second thing is that you will have fewer showings. Remember, people are browsing the internet. They're looking at lots and lots of houses. So they're looking at what your house and your property offers, what condition it's in, how big it is, where it's located, and they're comparing it with lots of others. If they feel like for the price your house offers less, they're not going to come see it. So when you have fewer showings, that means you have less competition, and less competition means usually a lower price. The more competition you have, well, that'll lead to bidding up the price of a property. So that's the direction you want to go in. Fewer showings means you will probably have fewer offers. And if you're very overpriced, you may well not get offers at all, even if you do have a lot of showings. So what happens then is that your property sits on the market and it accrues days on market, which is visible. It's a criteria that is visible to both agents and consumers. So somebody looks at your property and they say, this thing has been on the market 63 days. How likely do you think that if that person comes to see your property, they're going to offer you full price? Very unlikely. They say, this thing has been sitting. There's not demand for it. If this was a good value, somebody would have snapped it up already. So by allowing it to accrue days on market, which happens when you overprice a home, you are inviting lower offers. Now, if you decide you need to lower the price, that's probably good in one respect because you might lower it to a price that more accurately reflects its market value. But at that point, the damage has been done. Again, it has accrued days on market, so somebody will look at the listing and see that. And additionally, they can see that the price has been dropped. So when someone looks at a property and sees that a seller put it out there and then lowered the price, that buyer feels a little more in control. Like, this seller is desperate. Nobody wanted his property. So a lot of times, even if you do lower the price, you get bids that are even below that. So again, the best option is to underprice your property a little bit so that you get lots and lots of interest, lots of showings, lots of offers, because that level of competition is what drives the price up and leaves you with higher net proceeds, which is the goal.